Well, hello, my name is John Cavan. I'm the president of Southside Virginia Community College, and I'm going to give you an introduction to a very exciting program we have at Southside Virginia Community College. We have two campuses within Walls. These are at two separate correctional facilities where we have dormitories, where we have all our inmate students housed in one dormitory. We call it a learning community, and we have teacher assistants embedded in these dormitories, and they're in class with our students constantly, and they're working with them in the evening in the dormitories. Our full-time faculty that are working in the prisons that you will hear from later just love this environment, and in most instances faculty are reluctant to go into correctional facilities. This is a very special program. It's a program that our governor is very excited about, Governor Robert McDonald, but as in all states, there were no resources to make this happen. So our college went out and got a federal grant for one of the correctional facilities. We're working on an IT program, and went to the Sunshine Lady Foundation, Doris Buffett, for money for the other correctional facility that will be working on associate degrees. And these students will finish this in 2 years, and once released, they will be followed. Now, research supports that the one thing that works at cutting back inmate recidivism is a college experience. And with this program, we think we're going to have a tremendous success. Right now, it's working extremely well. The faculty are very pleased with it. We're very pleased with it. And our long-range plan is to establish one correctional facility that will be a college. And we will get college-ready students from across the Commonwealth of Virginia and send them to this campus within Walls, and hopefully have a tremendous impact on inmate recidivism in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Well, this is very unique and very exciting. I suspect that by the end of this year we will graduate more offenders with a college degree in 1 year. It's the expectation it could be 20 offenders. I've been in this business 33 years. I've been a warden since 1993. In this 1 year we will probably graduate more offenders than have ever graduated in all the other locations I have been in that time.
That's fantastic. What about benefits as far as your organization, the prison, your staff? Are there?
Well, I think that we're working very heavy with reentry, evidence-based practices, and we're in a transition. And this gives us, in some measures, a flagship program, a program which people can rally and are rallying around. First of all, when somebody has a positive goal and they're focused on that goal, certainly they're in many ways less likely to do negative things. So that's a big benefit as well.
At Warden Hinkle's Greensville Correctional Center, nearly 100 inmates are enrolled in college courses leading to an associate's degree in general education. It's hoped that 40 will graduate with a certificate or degree within the first year of operation. At Lunenburg Correctional Center, another group of nearly 100 inmates take courses leading to a general education diploma or degree. It's hoped that 40 certificates in information technology and 40 A+ certifications will be awarded by 2012. According to the latest data available from the Virginia Department of Corrections, nearly a third of inmates are reincarcerated within 3 years of being released from prison. This fact contributes to the overcrowding of prisons, resulting in greater demand for construction of facilities, the hiring of more correctional officers, and forces correctional agencies to devote more funding toward housing the growing number of inmates and away from rehabilitative initiatives. Research in every state has proven that inmate education is the most effective tool in preparing incarcerated men and women for successful reentry into society. Simply offering some college classes to inmates is not enough. They must be given the opportunity to earn a college degree. A recent statewide research initiative found that the recidivism rate for those receiving an academic credential dropped nearly in half. Another unique feature of this program is the use of full-time Southside Virginia Community College faculty for instruction. Stephen Walker is an instructor of history and social sciences.
The teaching experience was very good. The students were very prepared, asked thoughtful questions, recognized, I think for the most part, that this is an opportunity that they may not get again. It's unfortunate for them they had to discover this opportunity within a prison, but it is fortunate that we've started a program like that. I think they recognize the benefit of it. And so having that kind of backdrop, it made me go back to kind of reevaluate my teaching, because a lot of the technology that we often incorporate in a classroom is not always readily available there. So it helped to kind of refocus my teaching directives and things like that. So I think they enjoyed that aspect of it. They enjoyed the challenges that the college offered, the college class offered them. They were as prepared as any student as I've ever been privileged to teach, in that the resources they had, they maximized.
Would you go back again?
Oh yeah.
Teach there again?
Yeah, I would. I've enjoyed that experience. I liked the format of it. I thought that was good. And immersion. I think when those students finish, they're going to receive something that they probably not, many of them failed to get, is some kind of credentialing. Mm-hmm. Where prison may be a black mark in their past, this credentialing that they'll receive, I think, will help eliminate some of that. So I'd go back soon.
What's your reaction? You've not been in the prison before this experience, have you?
I have not.
What was your experience when you first walked in there?
It's a different environment, but the students are very respectful. They're motivated. They come to class prepared. They are interested.
What did you think about it before you got into it, when you were going through and they went through the metal detector and you got wand?
It takes a moment to really get your bearings and to take a deep breath and think about it, and it's not the environment you're used to.
You know, you're really, our faculty that go into the corrections facilities are very special, but they all have a similar reaction. You sort of said something about it. Tell us more about what goes on in the classroom and how it's set up.
Well, the students come in, they come in on time, they come in an orderly manner, they get their materials that they need for their computer class, they have their books out, they have their homework out, they've done their homework, they're ready to go. No discipline problems, no problems with behavior at all. They ask questions, they want to learn, they are very respectful, motivated. It's been a good experience.
What's unique about the campus within Walls?
The campus within Walls, it's the first time in the history of Virginia that I know of that men who are in college are housed together. Mm-hmm. This is the first. Housing them together has prompted a collective pride mm-hmm. and a collective determination mm-hmm. among the men to be successful.
Mm-hmm. See, I'd probably call that a community of learners.
Community of learners, mm-hmm. exactly. And the other thing that's become, that's happened as a result of this is the men in the other buildings are mm-hmm. looking at the campus within Walls, and they're excited about getting into college. Mm-hmm. That's what we hoped would happen, mm-hmm. and it's starting to happen.
Great.
Okay, so that's a good thing.
So how many men are in the dorm?
I think we about 95 to 100.
Mm-hmm. And is that also where the tutors?
The 7 teaching assistants are also housed in the unit
mm-hmm.
as well.
And tell us a little bit about what the 7 teaching assistants actually do.
Okay, the teaching assistants are all college graduates. Mm-hmm. About four of them, I believe, are Southside Virginia Community College graduates. Mm-hmm. The rest had completed their college degree elsewhere, some before entering prison. They are role models. We carefully pick them. They're long-term inmates. They are role models. Mm-hmm. They've been successful in what they do, and they have the respect of the community. They have the respect of the inmates. Okay. You know, and that's a very important issue in a prison system. You can't have somebody who wears the same blue shirt as the inmates telling them what to do unless there's a degree of respect there. And a lot of times you have to be careful how you pick aides or assistants They have to have that respect.
Mhm.
And it comes from the combination of their ability to work with inmates, the time served, you know, their demeanor in the prison,
Mhm.
and their status.
The Campus Within Walls program started in the fall of 2010. It is a partnership between the college, the Virginia Department of Corrections, the Virginia Department of Correctional Education, and the Office of Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell. For the first time ever, all these pieces have aligned to take inmate education in Virginia to a new level. The cooperation between these agencies, coupled with federal funding and financial support from the Sunshine Lady Foundation, has advanced these opportunities. Inmate grades have already indicated the success of this initiative, and because of this program, the participants will leave the prison system as college graduates. The ultimate success of the program will be demonstrated through the life of each Campus Within Walls student as they re-enter society.